Welcome back. In this scenario, we will learn about partition placement group. We will learn about partition group of EC2 instances, and we will take a scenario where a partition placement group is applied. Let's take this scenario. A big data consulting firm is working on a client engagement where the ETL workloads are currently handled via a Hadoop cluster deployed in the on-premises data center. The client wants to migrate their ETL workload into AWS Cloud. The AWS Cloud solution needs to be highly available with about 50 EC2 instances per availability zone. So as a solutions architect, which EC2 instance or which EC2 placement group would you recommend to handle the distributed ETL workload? Well, you can use the placement groups to influence the placement of a group of independent instances to meet the needs of your workload. Depending on the type of workload, you can create a placement group using one of the following placement strategies, either partition placement group or cluster placement group or spread placement group. Partition placement group spreads your instances across logical partitions such that groups of instances in one partition do not share the underlying hardware with the groups of instances in the other partition, in different partitions. This strategy is typically used by large distributed and replicated workloads such as Hadoop, Cassandra, and Kafka. Therefore, the partition placement group is the right answer for the scenario that we have. On the other hand, the cluster placement group packs instances close together inside an availability zone, and this strategy enables workload to achieve the low latency network performance necessary for tightly coupled node-to-node communication that is typical of HPC application, high performance computing application. Cluster placement group is not suited for distributed and replicated workloads such as Hadoop. And also spread placement group is strictly placing a small group of instances across distinct underlying hardware to reduce correlated failure. And it is also similar to the cluster placement group, not suited for distributed and replicated workloads such as Hadoop. In this video, we learned about placement group for EC2 instances and looked into a scenario where a partition placement group should be used. Thank you very much, and until we meet again in the next video.